I am reading this article from my blog, link in the description. Why you should be speaking in tongues before making decisions. Life is full of decisions. Some are small, others are huge. For you to have a fulfilling life, you must make wise decisions. Making wise decisions is not easy. You may make several wise decisions, but the day you make one foolish decision, you ruin much of what you had gained. The Bible tells us in Ecclesiastes that a little foolishness destroys much good. The same Bible tells us in 1 Samuel chapter 30 verse 8 of King David, who used to consult God before making a decision. The standout incident being the day he asked God whether to pursue the Amalekites. David wanted to know if he would overtake them before going. God gave him a go-ahead, and sure enough, he had victory. Praying before making a decision is a wise move that every believer should embrace. Believers who seek God before making a decision are guaranteed safety. If you are spirit-filled, the work of consulting God before making a decision is easier. Spend some time praying in tongues and then make your decision. 5 benefits of speaking in tongues before making a decision. 1. You will have peace when making your decision. A huge part of making a wise decision is dictated by how you feel when you are making the decision. A decision made from a peaceful mind is better than a decision made from a troubled mind. Speaking in tongues will help you be at peace when making a decision. Even if the decision you make doesn't work out well, you will still be at peace. Generally, how you feel when you are making a decision is exactly how you will feel when you get the outcome of your decision, regardless of which way it goes. If you make a wrong decision peacefully, when it goes wrong, you will easily accept that you made a wrong decision and your peace will remain with you. If you make the right decision when you have a troubled mind, when you get the outcome, you will be anxious. The anxiety will come because you will be worried if you will manage to sustain the good luck you had in making that right decision. Speaking in tongues is a high-level method of communicating with God. When you talk to God, He will grant you peace to make decisions. 2. The outcome of your decision won't stress you. It is God who designed life to be unpredictable. Even for believers, we can never be certain of the outcome of our decisions except through faith. This is why the Bible tells us that we live by faith and not by sight. When you make a decision as a believer, God expects you to have faith that the outcome will be for your good. The outcome being for your good can have many interpretations. If you make a wrong decision and suffer, you will learn an important lesson, and that will work for your good. The difference between those who trust in God when making decisions and those who trust their own wisdom is the outcome. Praying in tongues before making a decision means you trust God. By praying in tongues, you secure God's safety. In that case, whatever the outcome, you know everything will work out for your good. That confidence takes away the anxiety that people who trust their own wisdom usually have about the outcome. If you are making a serious business decision and you choose to pray in tongues, when you make the decision, even if things don't turn out well, you will have God to help you. But for someone who trusts in his own wisdom, if the decision goes wrong, he will have no right to ask God to help him. Praying in tongues takes away the worry that usually comes after making a decision, and that is why you should do it every time. 3. You will remember Jesus is your anchor. It is very easy for us to forget God, especially when things work out well for us. Take the example of the Israelites, who quickly forgot the God who brought them out of slavery in Egypt when they got to Canaan. When you are making a decision, change is guaranteed. Decisions are the gateways to change. The path you take leads to some place, but who knows what awaits you in that place? The Bible warns us in the book of Proverbs that there is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. Because of the high stakes involved in making a decision, you need to have an anchor, and what better anchor can you have other than Jesus Christ? When you pray in tongues, Before making a decision, you force yourself to remember that Jesus is your anchor. That way, no matter the outcome of your decision, you will remember that you have Jesus with you. If the outcome of your decision is favorable, you will thank Jesus, and if it is not favorable, you will have Jesus to run to. We know that the worst decision a man can ever make is to deny Jesus. The devil knows the worst decision a man can make, and that is why he lures people into foolish decisions that eventually lead them to deny Jesus. But if you have the habit of praying in tongues before making decisions, the Holy Spirit will help you make wise decisions that lead you to love Jesus more. 4. You will be ministering to others. Most of the time, we overlook the impact that our actions have on how other people perceive God. If we as believers are fond of making decisions without consulting God, unbelievers will doubt if God is wise. According to them, if God is wise, then those who believe in Him should be making wise decisions. This means that making wise decisions will not only benefit us, but it will also go a long way in influencing unbelievers to turn to God. In fact, one of the surest ways that God uses to evangelize is to help someone build a beautiful life by making wise decisions. The Bible tells us of the story of King Solomon, who was a wonder to many people. We are told that the Queen of Sheba visited him just to see the beauty and splendor he dwelt in. The people who are amazed at the wisdom of King Solomon praise his God for giving him such a great gift. But we have to remember that the wisdom of King Solomon came as a result of the decision he made when God asked him what he wanted in a dream. This shows that when we make wise decisions, we will automatically be vessels that bring God glory. And because praying in tongues before making a decision helps us make wise decisions, we should seek to do it every time. 5. Your life will be a genuine testimony. Have you ever listened to someone give their testimony, but you felt the person was trying too hard to drag God into his testimony? That usually happens when people make decisions on their own, then later on they want God to be involved in the outcome. The truth of the matter is that if God is not involved when the decision is being made, He won't be involved in the outcome either. If you make speaking in tongues before making a decision your habit, God will be involved in all your decisions and subsequently in your outcomes. The outcome of your decisions won't need you to drag God into them for them to be testimonies. Everyone will know that it is God who has given you the success you have. Having a genuine testimony is a powerful weapon. The Bible tells us in Revelation chapter 12 verse 11 that the saints defeated the dragon by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. Seek to have a genuine testimony that defeats the dragon by speaking in tongues before making your decisions. Peace.